it play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and I want to officially invite you to our first ever Orcpocalypse! Coming this October, Friday, October 18th in the evening, and then all day Saturday, October 19th. This is going to be a massive game that is going to pit 10 players versus 10 players. The one side is nothing but orcs, and the other side will be a mixture of Xenos, Chaos, Imperium, whatever they can bring. This is using a new Warhammer 40,000 Apocalypse rules and all the stuff that comes along with that. Now the idea of this is actually it's a narrative event. This is going to continue the story of Waaagh Facestompa. If you are familiar with our narrative campaigns, then you may know who Facestompa is. He was the one who created the Orc Death Watch, and he's featured also in our Death Watch campaign that was on a Space Hulk. He has now cut out a huge territory, one of the biggest Waaaghs of all time, and now we get to decide the fate of what happens next. So the actual results of this game will affect the MiniWarGaming Cinematic Universe in our Warhammer 40k universe. Now we're looking for 9 orc players and 10 non-orc players. I say 9 because we already have one that's going to be filling in a slot. And you are going to come in, you must have at least 250 power level, which is roughly 5,000 points in normal Warhammer 40k terms, and no more than 10,000 points per person. And that goes for either side. So if you're coming, you got to have a good collection. Now, there are some restrictions to what you can bring. They have to be fully painted models. The bases have to be complete. If there are conversions, they need to look like what you're trying to convert to. Everything else has to be WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. In other words, no proxying different kinds of weapons or models. If you want to do some serious scratch building, we are all for that, especially on the orc side. But just make sure that whatever you're doing looks like what it's intended to do and is not just you trying to not have to purchase certain models. Now, of course, especially on the orc side, there's so many opportunities for awesome conversions. The schedule will be pretty simple. You arrive Friday evening. We spend a bunch of time deploying because it's going to take a while to set up everything. We'll play our first battle round probably Friday night, and then we'll break for the evening. Accommodations are not included in the price of the ticket, which you can get at the link in the description below. And then the next day we come in starting in the morning and we try to get a full 5 battle round Apocalypse game done. If it's only 4 battle rounds, that's fine too. Most Apocalypse games are done by turn 3 or turn 4 anyways. This is our first major new Warhammer 40,000 Apocalypse event. So we're going to be trying all sorts of things to make it awesome, even though it's going to be a massive amount of models on the table. And of course, for those of you looking for Apocalypticon, it will be returning in 2020. So stay tuned for that. If you are interested in joining us, make sure you click the link below to go and get all the details for the event. And make sure you register soon because once the tickets are gone, that's going to be it. So I hope to see you at our Orcpocalypse 2019. Happy wargaming.